And I thought it was the UK that was on its arse. Seems like these Americans are really fucking struggling with the cost of living crisis. Check this video out. Tell me it don't break your heart. How can someone earning $80,000 a year be struggling to live? This is fucked.
I don't know how any of you guys are going and going and going. I know you gotta be at the same level of mental health as me. Every day it's something new between the fucking news and the fucking stupid Biden and stupid Trump. And this country's fucked. Every day we're spending more and more money. None of us are getting ahead. The rich people are the ones that are fucking getting ahead. I'm tired of struggling.
I don't give two shits if people call me bitter for saying this. But let's talk about the fact that as a 2023-2024 graduate, why I have applied to thousands of fucking scholarships, but the only people who are getting the scholarships are the fucking rich people! The fucking rich people!
I'm having a day. Or I'm having a life. I don't know, man. I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm sitting outside work, crying my eyes out in my vehicle. Because I can't function anymore. Financially, I don't understand anymore. I don't understand how I make $34 an hour and I can't function. I can't function. I can't pay my bills. I can't even literally keep gas in my car to get to work 3 days a week because I can't afford it. Like, I get paid and it goes to car, mortgage, a couple little bills, and then maybe $80 in food for the week. And I literally only buy groceries when my daughter's home now. On the weeks that she goes with her dad, which is Monday to Monday, what I've started doing is I buy a loaf of rye bread and I work really hard to keep that one loaf of rye bread lasting me the whole week, and I eat peanut butter. So I'll eat peanut butter toast whenever I'm hungry. And it's been fine. It's been working just fine. I'm good with that. That's fine. But last week, I guess I was a little extra hungry a couple days, so I had toast in the morning and toast in the evening, which that's not in my budget. So I ran out of bread on like the Thursday or even the Friday, I don't know. Either way, at 47, I had to see if my mother could buy me a loaf of bread so that I could eat for the weekend before my daughter got home. Because if there's any food in the house, I'm not feeding one bit of it. I'm saving everything I can for her. Because then she gets home and she's not surviving off toast. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. So guys, in today's video, I want us to watch this video, a compilation of video from white people. They are crying, they are shedding tears because of what they are going through. Right now, the white people, they know exactly how the black people, they are feeling, how the black people, they are going through. And because of what the black people, they are going through, they have now realized the pain of the black people, how the black people, they are struggling in United States. They have come out and crying because they have started to feel exactly how the black people, they are feeling in United States. So kindly guys, I want you to watch this video till the end, then I'll be back with more comment.
This is why I feel like the cost of living has never been as bad as it is right now. Because it used to be when the cost of living was high, it was for the things that you need in life. Food, gas, shelter, etc. All of those things cost a lot of money. Right now, all of those things still cost a lot of money. And also, I feel like it's just expensive to just be alive. Like, I feel like my life as soon as I wake up is literally just me putting down a credit card. And it's just a tab. And life is a bartender. And it's just like, what are you going to have? And I'm just like, I'm okay. I don't really need anything today. And it's just like, oh, really? Well, if you're going to be here, you're going to need to spend money. And I'm just like, what do you mean here? I'm just in the world. And it's just like, yeah, you have to buy something now. It's even getting to the point where like, I feel like even my thoughts are getting expensive, you know? Like I could just have the thought of like, my nose is a little stuffy. And then all of a sudden I open up my phone 10 minutes later and have 12 ads for like, oh, you have a pollen allergy and you got to buy these anti-pollen allergy pills or you're going to suffocate in your sleep. Sleep is the only place I still feel kind of safe. But even there, it's like I could have sleep problems for one night and then I wake up feeling kind of groggy and all of a sudden I'm getting targeted ads for melatonin gummies. It's like all of our necessities are still expensive, and then also just every increment of our life costs.
Someone who's worked my arse off from the age of 17, went to university, did a degree, got a job in my field, and I've been working that job in my field for about 5 years now. If you've spent the majority of your life working for somebody else, you should just get a decent life. You shouldn't have to struggle to put food on your table. People should be able to do the basic things such as put their heating on in winter. People actually die because they can't put the heating on in winter and get serious health conditions. Living a decent basic human life to a life of luxury where you have expendable income. And don't get me wrong, I believe the harder you work, you should be rewarded for it. But the problem is a lot of people aren't rewarded for it, they're just kind of taken advantage of.
Housing prices have been skyrocketing. Inflation has been skyrocketing. At the same time, wages are stagnant. If you compare shopping today and 5 years ago, the difference is huge. It's hard to even believe the inflation numbers that the government releases because it doesn't match up with the wallet.
I think I'm hallucinating right now because this can't be real. What I'm seeing can't be real. There is no way. There is no way.
Okay, things in this country are just going too far. Inflation is out of control. I can't even afford my rent anymore. They want me to go back into the office, and that's just going to take more time and money away from me. I can't keep doing this. I think we actually need to do something about this. Maybe a strike or something. Hey, guys, guess what? What? Aliens exist. Yeah, we actually have some of them. Pretty cool. Pretty crazy, huh? Yeah. Okay, but what about rent? No, that was supposed to distract you.
Okay, excuse the absolute fucking state of me, but this is real life. This country is on its fucking arse. How they are expecting people to be able to afford to live is beyond me right now. So just to give you a little idea, by the way, I know I am not by any means the worse off right now. I am a single parent. And when I say single parent, I mean living on my own with 2 children. I am lucky that I have the other parent who helps provide things for me, which is why I'm saying I know there are people that are in worse off situations. I am trying to keep a home. I am working full time. I'm sorry, I'm getting really emotional about this today. Whew. I am working 40 hours a week to provide for my kids. I get bare minimum help from the government. I am making what I would class as a really fucking good wage. And about 95% of that is getting paid on bills. I have so many fucking bills to pay. And honestly, we're just surviving and like barely fucking surviving. I have rent, I have council tax, I have car payments, I have the cost of the kids. How are people supposed to survive like this? Because every single fucking morning, every day, I'm waking up going, right, what have I got to pay next? What have I got to pay next? And constantly looking back and forth at my bank, checking how much money I've got left. And usually, about 2 weeks before the month's ending, I'm fucked. I'm absolutely fucked.
Minimum wage should be at least $20 an hour. Let's do some basic math. $20 an hour at 40 hours a week. That's $800. Let's say they take out of your check $160. Yeah, say like roughly about 20% between like your taxes and if you have insurance. That leaves you with $640. Let's multiply that by 4. That's $2,560. The average person right now is paying anywhere from $1,000 to $1,600. Some people pay more in rent. You still have to pay your light bill. If you have cable, you got to pay your cable bill. If you have insurance on your car, cell phone bill, and then if you have any debt. Oh, and let's not forget groceries, because you got to eat, and your gas money. At $20 an hour, it's barely enough. People should not be forced to have a roommate to survive.
At the end of the day, minimum wage is minimum skill. So they will raise everything if they make it to $20 per hour. Like, I'm just saying.
Stop asking me to go places that require me to pull out my debit card and spend money, cause bitch, I'm broke.
I just left the grocery store, and I never enjoy going to the grocery store because I hate spending money. And to me, food's just something you ingest and then it's gone, so it's a waste of money. But I left pretty disturbed today. My husband and I were the only two at home. Granted, my kids and their husbands come over for lunch on Sundays, but our grocery bill should not be astronomical because it's just the two of us. Guys, I do not even want to tell you how much my groceries were today. So I'm sitting here in my car literally flabbergasted. How are families surviving right now? Families on a fixed income, single moms, single parents, grandparents raising their grandchildren. How are they surviving with inflation the way that it is? I'm seriously worried, and it's a serious question. How are families surviving?
How do some of y'all have $27,000 in credit card debt?
Pre-pandemic, my husband and I would have about $2,000 on our credit cards at any given time, and it was mostly like extras, right? So like, oh, we're gonna go out to eat, we'll put it on the credit card, or like, oh, we're gonna go to a concert, we'll put it on the credit card, back when a concert could be $60, $80. Our monthly payments were about $100 a month, and it really didn't make or break us. Then the pandemic happened, and my husband lost his salary, and while we were like making less money, everything has become incrementally more expensive. I had a baby and wasn't able to go back to work for a year, so I was putting basically all of our groceries, all of our gas, all of our necessities onto credit cards because you can't pay rent with a credit card. So we would have to use his paychecks for rent and anything else that couldn't be put on a credit card, and then we'd put everything else on the credit cards. I grew up very comfortably middle class, so I do tend to think that like spending money on things like a dance class or like experiences is normal, but I've like completely walked that back since everything's become so expensive. Like truly, we have not done anything outside of just pay for our needs. But we are $30,000 worth in debt from the credit cards. They've turned into loans, and they're about $1,200 a month that we're paying off.
Here's another comment. So glad I was taught to never put anything on a credit card that you cannot afford to pay off. Good girl. The problem now is people cannot afford rent, grocery, gas. Some people have no choice. Damn, I feel you, man. Life is rough out there.
I'm seriously worried, and it's a serious question. How are families surviving? Okay, that original video I filmed 6 months ago, and y'all, I am even more speechless today after leaving the grocery store. I thought prices were ridiculous then. I just left with only things for my lunch for this coming week at school and something for my family to have for lunch today after church, and it was $75. I seriously do not know how much more the general working population can take with this inflation and the rising cost of food. We have to have food to survive. What is going on? When is this going to end? How are people surviving right now?
And I thought it was the UK that was on its arse. Seems like these Americans are really fucking struggling with the cost of living crisis. Check this video out. Tell me it don't break your heart. How can someone earning $80,000 a year be struggling to live? This is fucked.
Made, and we are literally the brokest we've ever been. Brokest we've ever been.
But I'm making the most money I ever had my entire life. My husband and I, between the two of us, gross, make like over $80,000 a year. And if you told me a few years ago that $80,000 a year was not going to be enough for a family of 4.
I make more than what I made back in 2015, but I am still literally living paycheck to paycheck.
I have to work 60 hours a week and make $80,000 a year to make ends meet. That's insane. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it.
Financially, I don't understand anymore. I don't understand how I make $34 an hour and I can't function. I can't function. I can't pay my bills.
So I love how our government doesn't even care to hide their corruption anymore. Like specifically with this whole TikTok ban that was just passed, I love how they decided to just slide it into a bill where we're going to send even more billions of dollars to Ukraine. Like how completely stupid is that? At this point, they're so confident that we won't do anything about anything that there's no point in even them trying to hide their bullshit anymore. Hey, here's an idea. If you're so concerned about our safety, why not, I don't know, maybe do a little better to secure the border? Or how about bring down our living costs such as housing, gas, and groceries? Or maybe, just maybe, you crack down on corporate greed so we can raise wages and build up our middle class again so we can actually feel like anything we do is of worth. They don't care about our problems or our struggles. They don't care that costs keep going up while wages stay the same. They don't care that mega corporations are buying up all the homes in this country, which is preventing my generation or any other future generations from ever having the ability to be homeowners ourselves. They don't care about the fact that our education system has completely collapsed and teachers are quitting in droves. They don't care that most of us are out here having to work 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet and still not be able to afford basic rights like food or housing. They don't care about any of that. But what do they care about? TikTok. That's their priority. TikTok and sending more of your tax money to foreign countries. Our government doesn't even care to hide their corruption anymore.
Why would they hide what's already been seen? If more of y'all read into history, y'all would know that what the US government is currently doing, they've done for centuries in broad daylight. A lot of people are working their asses off at jobs where they're being paid next to nothing and can barely survive. That exact same thing happened to enslaved people in this country during slavery. A lot of us live in or come from cities that we can no longer afford to live in, therefore we have to move to an entirely different city or state where we can find a decent living situation. The exact same thing happened to Native Americans, especially during the Trail of Tears. TikTok, of all things in this country, has been banned, but this country has had a history of banning frivolous things, i.e. drums, to prevent slaves from communicating with each other to plan rebellions. Hint, hint. A lot of y'all have to live off tips, the same thing that black people had to work for during the 50s and 60s because businesses did not want to pay black people what they were worth. That's why when black and brown people try to tell you about our history or relationship with the US, listen, because the same thing will happen to you. The United States is not a country, it's a business that will step over you if needed.
I don't give 2 shits if people call me bitter for saying this, but let's talk about the fact that as a 2023-2024 graduate, why I have applied to thousands of fucking scholarships, but the only people who are getting the scholarships are the fucking rich people! The fucking rich people!
You want to know who doesn't feel bad for you? An uncomfortable number of black people. You heard that right. See, I made a video with talking about how I get joy when I see white people crying from policies that hurt them, because those same policies were used on black people first. They target black people. We are always the canary in the mines. Everything you have to complain about, they came for us first. But when they came for us, you never complained. Every millennial, every Gen Z, all of you, everything you have to complain about today, your parents had the chance to stop it. Your parents said absolutely nothing. They were happy, actually. They were very happy because it meant that those policies meant that black people could not compete with them. It meant that now they knew that there was a class of people that were going to be permanently beneath them. They didn't change the laws. They didn't want it changed. This one is not even generational. This is a couple years ago. They wanted to come for colleges. They got that model minority. The Asians are always the model minority. Whenever they want to dismantle any law put in place to stop black people from being fucked, they always use Asians. And Asians are always proud to be the face of white supremacy. Wait, why did I even say white supremacy? I'm sorry, I take that back. In my life, I have never seen a horse, the best horse, I've never seen the best horse cheat. Let's start calling it what it is, white inferiority. So when they decided to come for us, it was just a couple years ago. We got up, we tried to fight it. You said, no, affirmative action, you're not worthy, you don't deserve this, blah, blah, blah. We told you what was going to happen. They're not going to give you these spots. They just want to take it away from us. You said no. Now, you're watching the rich, white children. Now, I said it in my other video. Now that the rich whites have taken over, you poor whites, you're in the mud with us. So from now on, everybody watching this, when you see any policy being put into place and you see black people say no, if you see any policy trying to be cut off and you see black people say no, you better fucking jump on board. Because if you don't, your children will suffer. You will suffer. You have no choice but to ally with us now.
What does the American government think is going to happen if rent prices continue to increase and our salaries are not increasing with it? Genuinely, what do they think is going to happen? I truly don't understand not doing rent caps. I know that's a thing in New York, but I'm from the South. I've never heard of such a thing down here. I only hear about it in New York. That needs to be instituted nationwide, and it needs to be by state, by square footage of the apartment, how many bedrooms, has it been updated, things like that. Because the thing that doesn't make sense to me is I'm in the same apartment for years. You're not changing my carpet, you're not painting any walls in here, you're not giving me new appliances, and you're increasing the price of staying here every year, but nothing is changing. Like, I would totally respect it if you renovated my place and made it luxury and then increased the price. I would get that. I would respect it, but nothing has changed and you're increasing the price on me. I don't understand, because eventually now I'm lucky that I have been in a place that has been increasing for the past 5 years that I've been here, but it has not increased outrageously. And I believe that is because of when I started living here and the fact that I stayed with them. They're choosing not to raise it outrageously. What happens if I continue to stay here 10 years from now? Is this same apartment going to be $5,000 a month, even though nothing in here has changed? Like, what do people expect to happen? Like, of course, people are going to go out and search for a cheaper place, and they're going to move out of your place. And eventually, if you skyrocket your prices enough, no one is going to live there at all. No one is going to live there because it's not going to be affordable. So what do people think is going to happen when you continue to increase the prices of these things and no one's salary or nothing about the place is changing? Like, it sounds like a rhetorical question, but is there actually a business person, someone out there who knows the logic behind this and knows, like, this is the end goal? What the heck is going on?
Here is one comment. They asked for 3 times the rent the first time, but don't ask for income when they raise it. Oh my god, that's such a good point.
These politicians have lost the fucking plot, because what do you mean retire at 70? I don't even want to retire at 65. We understand that our life expectancy is like 77. If we retire at 65, we have maybe 10 good years, not even good years, like 10 years of us declining mentally and physically, that we're not working. We're not laboring for someone else. If we can't even retire, our generation won't get Social Security. We don't even have pensions anymore. What is the benefit of working until 70? We can't afford homes. We're all living at home with our fucking parents, not because we want to, but because we have no other choice. And you're telling us, vote for me, I'll make you work until you're 70? You've lost the plot. No, I would rather chew glass than work until I'm 70. It's not happening. What did I immigrate to this country for? What American dream? I did everything right. I went to college. I got a job. I work full fucking time. And my salary is decent. I should be able to live decently with my salary without having 3 fucking side gigs. Oh my god, no, y'all have lost the plot. I'm not working.
I don't know how any of you guys are going and going and going. I know you gotta be at the same level of mental health as me. Every day it's something new. Between the fucking news, And the fucking stupid Biden and stupid Trump. And this country's fucked. Every day we're spending more and more money. None of us are getting ahead. The rich people are the ones that are fucking getting ahead. I'm tired of struggling. I've done everything I can. I'm trying to be a good man. I take care of my daughter. I take care of my wife. The best I can. I can't keep going. Every day it's something new. Then on top of that, as if you're not trying to spend money, you have to. Fucking everything's expensive. I own a painting company, I still can't fucking make it. I'm fucking trying, man. I can't look at my daughter and my wife and know I'm failing. I'm fucking Everybody wake up. It's time to stand up. It's time to be tired of this. It's our turn to fucking eat. I want to eat. I want my family to eat. I want you guys to eat. Stand up. Let's go. Stand up, man. Let's fucking eat. I'm tired. Let's help each other. I don't care what your political affiliation is. I don't care what fucking color you are. If you are not eating and you're struggling, eat with me. Let's struggle together then. Let's be a team.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video. It was a compilation of video from the white people coming out, shedding tears, crying, and tell us exactly how they are feel in United States. And for me, I keep on telling you that for many years, the black people, the black Americans, they have been crying in United States, but these white folks, they have been ignoring them. The black people, they have been complaining high cost of living. They are being given less opportunity. They are being given low wages, but the white people, they didn't care about that. Right now, they have started to feel the pain and feel exactly how the black people, they are feeling it in United States. And because of experiencing what the black people, they are feeling in United States, they have come out crying, telling their government that this is enough, we can't take it anymore. And for me, I really want to tell these people that in United States, it is a slavery. Yeah. In United States, it is a slavery, and this thing started by the black people. These people, they design their system whereby the black people, they see it like as a slavery, as a place where, not as a slavery, as a place where you can go and make yourself rich very easily. But the system there, it was designed to hide the truth about slavery in United States, and this truth they decided to hide it also to their fellow white people. So their fellow white people, they didn't know how the black people, they are feeling. But right now, everything, it is going to change, and they have started to feel exactly what the black people, they are feeling. You have seen in some of the videos whereby some of the white folks, they are saying everything, it is up, our economy, it has gone up, we cannot afford to pay wages, we cannot afford to buy some meals, everything right now, it is going up, it is expensive. And also you have heard from one of the white folks also coming out and say also the education also, it has become expensive, they cannot pay education. But these people, their government lied to them, because their government, it is not telling them that the system there, it is designed for the rich people. Only the rich people will survive in United States, and also the rich people, they will make themselves also richer. Yeah, so the system there, it is favored for the rich people, but not the poor people. And that's why white people coming out knowing that the system, it is to make rich people only. It is for the rich people. They have now started feeling the pain, because right now, as you can see, this thing, it is affecting both of them, the black people and the white people. Yeah, when you go to the education also, it is not favoring white folks only. No, this right now, it is now affecting both of them. Yeah, it is not a racial crisis, but it is affecting both black people and the white people, and that's why they are now coming out crying. I keep on telling you that Babylon, it is going to fall. Yeah, Babylon, it is going to fall. United States, it will fall. This United States that we are seeing, how they have designed their system, so many people, they didn't know about their system, but coming right now, people, they have started to know the system there in United States, because we can see we are having more of the white people right now migrating from United States. They are going into other country. Also, we have seen this United States, it is only favoring the rich people. Yeah, this United States, it is only for the rich people. And if you are not rich, you are not going to survive in United States. If you are going there to look for green pasture, yes, United States can give you a green pasture. But you remember, you will need to work for it. So working for it, it makes you be a slave. And if you are not be very careful, you will work, and also you might end up dying there without achieving what you went to get there in United States. Only you will achieve it, but you cannot enjoy what you achieve. So that it is how the system, it has been designed. That's why also it has started to affect the white people. White people, they are struggling to get more jobs so that they can have their meal on the table. They are struggling to overwork, to do more jobs which also they didn't want to do. Right now, white people, they are also doing the jobs that they left for the black people. Right now, they have started to do those jobs simply because of their economy. Economy is tough, and also it forces them to do more jobs so that they can survive in United States. So I don't want to talk too much. Kindly, guys, let's talk more on the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't, and also you can tell me exactly what do you feel about this video. And also it is now the right time for the people of United States to come together. Also, these issues that the black people, they were raising earlier and they ignore it. After it has come to them, they are now coming out to